I remember stopping myself from recording in public and recording around my friends for so long that it would drive me nuts that I would end up at the end of the day really disappointed in the fact that I didn't get the videos or I didn't get the content that I was hoping to get because I was too scared to actually just take the time, take the mental energy to set up a camera, to have the right equipment. What is freaking up? Okay, today's topic is recording in public, and we're gonna go over a few tips on the psychology of recording in public so that you guys can get over the fear of recording in public. I remember when I first started recording things, it terrified the crap out of me to be recording in public, and it was something that stopped my creative expression for so long, and I don't want that to be the case for you. I want you to be able to feel confident and feel excited to record in any area that you are. Obviously, given the recording rules or whatever, some gyms don't let you record in them, some do. I'm not only talking about gyms, but obviously just keep track of like the actual rules for where you're recording and follow those rules. But when it comes to actually stopping yourself from recording in an area that you do want to record in publicly, here's a few tips in order to get over the fear of recording in public. First things first, the spotlight effect is real. Most people think everybody's paying attention to them when in reality, everybody is just paying attention to themselves. They're really focused in on themselves. They could honestly care less about what you're doing. And if anything, when you're recording in public, sometimes people actually jump in the video and you get a surprise video and you get some interaction with the people around you. So that always makes for a better video anyway. It's just the spontaneity of a video. One thing that I've found really useful is having my camera in public. It does actually help me build my brand because when people ask me like, what am I recording about? I can just talk to them. It is a really easy gateway into talking about what it is that I do. And people then follow and subscribe right then and there because they're curious. But we talked about the spotlight effect. Most people aren't actually paying attention to you. They're paying attention to everything that they're doing. I would consider using recording in public as a way to like really, it's small micro decisions that put yourself in a little bit of uncomfortable experiences that if you do it over time starts to desensitize you from those experiences being a negative experience or causing adrenaline, causing the panic to show up. So you can start to practice and build your rejection proof. This is what I call like rejection proofing yourself, like your ability to practice tiny actions of micro bravery in public allows you to really enter into any space and feel confident about where it is that you are in that space. Let's see. One thing you can ask yourself if you are afraid of recording in public is if your future self would be afraid of yourself or would be afraid of recording in public. And if the answer is no, then you can actually help your future self by actually sticking to what it is that you have a desire to record for, a desire to produce content for, and you can stick to your word as to record in public. I would also venture to guess that I would say that most people's fear of judgment is the reason that stops them from most things. Our fear of the fact that other people are watching us, the fear of judgment could stop us from doing a lot of different things. I know the fear of judgment, the fear of other people's opinions have stopped me from doing things, and I've spent a lot of time rewiring that habit of fear in order to actually do the things that I know I want to do. I remember stopping myself from recording in public and recording around my friends for so long that it would drive me nuts that I would end up at the end of the day really disappointed in the fact that I didn't get the videos or I didn't get the content that I was hoping to get because I was too scared to actually just take the time, take the mental energy to set up a camera, to have the right equipment. I think one thing that's also super helpful is obviously having the ability to have the technology. So whether it's getting a tripod, getting a microphone set up so that you can actually record and have the audio, but being able to know how it is that you obviously want to go about doing your recording is important. And just having the tools ready and available when you're ready to actually shoot. But yeah, like I was talking about, most people are in their own world when it comes to recording. And I believe that most people are curious. So if they do ask you what you're recording for, you can always just tell them exactly what you're doing. And most people are like, no way, like, that's pretty awesome. Most people have also probably wanted to do it, and you're the one that gives them the permission to go ahead and do it. So I'm going to keep rolling out. I'm going to keep getting ready for my workout. And I hope that some of these tips, and I hope that some of these tips help you guys go ahead and actually take the actions necessary to get over the fear of recording in public or the fear of judgment, whatever is stopping you from doing the thing that you know you want to do. Every single time that you choose the opposite. So if you feel that little bit of fear in you rise up and you get nervous. Those nerves are telling you something. Those nerves are there to say, hey, this is something that you actually want. And I was listening to a podcast. I was listening to a podcast yesterday, and it was talking about the topic of jealousy and and the emotion of jealousy. And it was Mel Robbins, and she was talking about how she used to feel super jealous about some of the things that her friends had. And she said that the only reason that we feel jealous is because we know that we're capable of having what it is that whatever somebody else wants, and we just aren't there yet. And so we have to do whatever it takes in order to get whatever it is that we want. I used to get really let's be real. I used to get really jealous of people that could record in public because I was like, I wanted to be able to do that. I wanted to be able to not care what other people thought about me in any given situation. And at that point in time in my life, I cared way too much about what other people thought of me. So I was jealous of their ability to just execute. And over time, from actually just doing what it is that I wanted to do, was able to actually get to a point where I didn't care what other people thought about me. I didn't care what other people were thinking as I was doing what I was doing.
I don't talk to anybody at all.
If you guys have an amazing rest of your day, and come back for more tips and tricks on more psychology tips on how to get better at the skill of recording in public, getting over fears, and we'll see you in the next video.